Hello everybody, it is I, Earthknite, and today we are playing Hive. Now this was a game requested of me by several people in my group, and as well as several other YouTubers who had reviewed this game. It is by Skydome Entertainment. It was released August 25th of 2016, and it's still being updated today. A lot of it, the creator said he based it a lot around the Half-Life 2 mod Jotoma, I think is how you spell it. But if you want to learn more about why the game was made or how the game was made or what the continuation, they do update that a lot on the store page. But today we're just going to play through at least the first mission. Whether I continue it or not, that depends on my time, because my schedule is all wonky right now. So yeah, we're going to start a new game. Do not play Insanity. Yeah, I haven't completed the whole game, but I've played at least the first 3 missions. But I know that I played on Insanity on my other computer, and I didn't last 3 seconds.
We thought we wielded the power of the gods. We thought we were immortal. We were wrong. First came the rain of fire, and it was only the harbinger of a greater threat. Our technology was useless. For the first time in history, the Earth was united for a common goal, for survival. The construction of a massive colony ship began, the only hope for our future. Sacrifices were unavoidable. Only the sharpest and strongest of people could be chosen for the journey. The task took no less than 3 years, yet the inevitable impact was already near. In 2178, the world ended. We could only watch as billions of lives vanished in the blink of an eye. The Earth was swallowed in flames. The search for a new home began. A search that would take a human lifetime. Most of the people were preserved in cryogenic sleep to wait for our new reign. But finally, our long journey came to an end. We arrived at the edge of a suitable solar system. Within it, we found the New Eden. The weather was harsh, and sandstorms raged on the planet's surface, allowing only the survival of the strongest of species. But deep underground, sleeping in the city of ancients, there were fountains teeming with new life. And there, a new species awoken to explore the unknown world.
Now, there was a slight contradiction at the end of that. It said a new species arose. Technically, you'll find out here in a minute, we're an old species that woke back up. But this basically, so it gives you the basic story of the humans, but the human campaign is not available yet. They're planning on updating to add the human campaign into it. So all we have right now is the Hive version, and I gotta shut up for storyline. I pressed key. Uh-oh. There we go. Small bit of that.
Arise, O great one. The dawn of our empire is at hand.
So, if you looked at that little platform where the stairs are, there's actually symbols of our race for this game.
We are shadow without form. Shape us.
So, this entire faction is kind of based around, similar to the Zerg, how the Zerg first worked in StarCraft 1. Like, that's how far back. It's not necessarily StarCraft 2, but again, they are still updating the game. So, to give you some information about our GUI right here, so we obviously got our objectives and our minimap. Now, I found one issue with the minimap. When I click and drag like that, it'll then send me wherever, because I hovered over the map.
You have done food to thrive. Flesh of these creatures will satisfy our hunger.
Kind of creepy. But there is one little bug that I think they want to fix, because that's annoying when you're trying to select a bunch of units really quickly and then you flip to the other side of the map. So over here we have this little chest. Now, only your drones can actually open it, because they have this ability, Primal Intelligence passive. The worker is able to open chests. Now when you open chests, you'll get these. You have to select a unit to actually pick them up. Any unit has to be nearby to pick those up, though. So get food. Start our base off. So you can make workers or hive queens. Everything costs food for units. So
Not enough food.
we don't have enough food. It's kind of the same basic concepts of any RTS. You have your building, your main building that makes the workers, then those workers, kind of like Age of Empires. Only apparently the food fights back a lot more every time. Then you got these little crawler thingies that you can't even select, but they just like ferry it. But like it's not like ore refineries in Command and Conquer where the ore miner has to go back to the actual ore base. It just picks it up here and counts it. We'll make another one. There's several forms of food. You either have these, there are some massive ones in later levels, and you have fish. There we go. I'll have you go fishing so you don't die. So down here, you have your food count, your minerals count, your population count, and this is DNA. Now the things that we picked up from that chest come here, and I have a few from my previous playthrough. They're like really powerful stuff. I think, yeah, Blood of the First Aradesh Fallen. Purple is super rare. It kind of follows the same rarity, but some things solve all unequipable items. So there, I just dissolved it all for DNA. Now DNA can be used to buy units and upgrade units. I think if I build my barracks, you'll actually see some of the units that I did already buy in my other playthrough. For some reason it carries over. You can't just start a brand new game with no saves, unless you start on another computer. But I've been...
All kinds of creatures lurk in the darkness, waiting to consume us. This cannot be. Build us barracks and a suitable army.
So now we gotta build a barracks to get... there are not very many types of buildings. Like, you have your hive, which is your primary structure. You have your barracks. You have your worker den, which is how you buy these new units and upgrade them with DNA. Then you have your turrets, which are kind of like plants, not actually bugs. Like, these kind of look like a hive bug. Kind of like how the Zerg were, they were bugs, creatures that worked or did whatever. These ones don't have that. Some of the structures are a little more structural, like this is a bunch of rocks. This one's actual like living mass. And their artwork is really, really, really cool. You'll see some of the other creatures. See, here's our bug. Here's the carrier bug. This is our drone. This is the little bug that carries all the foods. And then this looks like the queen. Again, so it said we were a new creature was arising. Technically, really old creatures. I do not have 100 minerals. Really, minerals are all you use them for is to create things. Yes, so I still have the wasp and rhino. Normally, you would have to use the DNA to create those, and you just start out with legionnaires and creatures. So there is a limit.
We require more food.
You must construct more pylons. Where was it? Oh, you can only create a certain number of each type of unit. 5 legionnaires, 5 hunters, 3 wasps, 2 rhinos, 1 queen. That's your limitation to what you can get in the amounts of units. There's no way to actually expand these. I've looked into it and okay, story.
Enemy Our passage beyond is blocked. The door mechanism needed to open it is located near the catacombs. Ancient terror guards this unholy place. Light will consume it. Light the torches.
So now it's kind of giving us a little basis into the enemy, kind of. So your first enemy is actually not an actual enemy. So you have these wraiths. Azrael, the Curse. So they're kind of like previous emperors that were up down here of these lizard men. These lizard men came back from the dead as well. They kind of explain that in a little bit of why they're there and how they're there. Really, they're there just to oppose us growing again, is what the advisor claims. I'm kind of on the side of, yeah, we're not supposed to be around anymore. Something was supposed to kill us. But if we continue the series, you will see where the storyline kind of melts into that. So for now, we are going to make a tour. And I think I'll say for Queen. So this yellow dotted circle, which you actually don't know about unless you read the hints, that's where units can go to heal. They all have this little option, retreat Hive. And once they enter that circle, they start healing. Now, when you actually hit retreat Hive, they like cluster around the hive, which is also a good defense mechanism. Because I know one of my hives was under attack, so I sent everybody back to the hive, and they go to the nearest hive. My hive was over here, somewhere. I think it was down here. And I was just making more units to come up here, fight. Because I didn't know what to expect. Oh, hello, ancient. But they'll retreat to the nearest hive. So on one mission where I was constantly under attack and couldn't get a single break till I finally made 1,000 turrets, I was using that mechanism a lot. We're just going to build up an army. Once we get this queen, we're going to move to go get that mechanism. Now this is another cool part about this game that most others don't have. So normally you have the go destroy the enemy base, go and defend the area. StarCraft 1 was attack the other team, defend the area, protect the certain thing. This one you actually have like a mixture of them in each game. So this is, we had to build our army, of course, collect food, resources. Now we've got to go kill the Wraith to collect a piece to put onto the gate. Which kind of come into effect, because if you see it, you've got to click it once they've... Oh, see, look, I just have to click the torches. My units don't even have to be there. I did not actually know that one. So now it's a lot weaker, and you can attack it. And it's not going to completely destroy you. Like it normally would. Like, I tried not lighting the torches, and it wiped my queen out in one hit. And the queen had to make and now the ghostly chest opens, and there's your little one. Not all the time when they have, these bugs are really loud. My queen's going to die. No, no, no. So there is a veterancy thing where the longer they live, let's call it worker. There. The longer they live, the more abilities they have. I've had a queen last long enough that it granted all these different powers. You just have to have one queen last that long. But the difference is if the queen herself has lasted that long, she gains more health. These speed up, and then with more health, you can equip her with the stuff like it in my our treasures. That's what it is. Okay, so let's return all of you to Hive.